Hey guys, hope you're having a great week of training. It's Monday. I've been off of YouTube for a while, so I'm really happy to be back with some more content for you guys. So this week we're going to talk about just training twice a day, how you guys can do that more easily. So first off, just training twice a day. A lot of people have this idea that it's just, man, you got to be a full-time athlete, and man, it's going to be super hard, and like all these other misconceptions. But you have to realize it's only going to be as hard as you make it. So just to get into it, if you want to train twice a day, I think your diet has to be like really clean, or not necessarily really clean, but you need to be getting those micronutrients, those carbs and proteins and fats, and it helps if you eat clean. You're gonna get the more micronutrients than if you eat like junk food all the time. So your diet is going to be, as far as like helping you train hard and helping you recover after your 2 days, and just being motivated to go in there. Like your diet, that's like the foundation behind being able to train so much and so often. Outside of diet, rest, you got to get your 7 to 8 hours, some people even 9 hours. Get your sleep, especially the night before you go and train twice a day. And man, even taking naps. I'm big on taking naps, especially I train once and my body feels really bad. I'm gonna take a nap just to help me rejuvenate and get back into the mode of training for the next session. Man, you can't underestimate naps. When you're tired, man, don't fight it. I don't even fight it anymore. Like, I'm tired and sore, like I know I need to take a nap and rest and just get that little bit of extra recovery. And as far as like getting sleep the night before, maybe limit like your use of electronics, and you can read books to help you calm down. It's really hard. That is one downside of training twice a day, especially if you train in the evening, is winding down. I think I'll do a video on that maybe in the future, but it's really important that you try to get yourself on a schedule. Just figure out what works best for you to allow you to get the most amount of sleep possible, because that's going to allow you to train even harder and just recuperate. So far, just diet and rest. I think the next thing is going to be just using technique, because when you train twice a day, of course, there are going to be days where you feel awesome, and man, you can put that pressure and that explosiveness, and you just feel great. But the majority of the days aren't going to be like that. There are going to be days where you're like kind of beaten down, you're like really not motivated, and you just kind of sore, and you just kind of like want to get it over with. So that's going to be majority of your training. If you train twice a day, multiple times within a week, you're going to feel like that a lot. So just rely on your technique, because you're not physically going to be like you're not going to feel strong. You're not going to feel like I can put more pressure. So you're just going to have to rely on your technique. And if someone sweeps you or passes your guard, it's like, hey, I could fight and burn all my energy right now, or hey, I can use my technique and get out and recompose and live the fight another day. So you always have to think about your energy consumption. And so using technique, you're going to be more efficient, versus, hey, I'm going to use my attributes, my strength, my speed, my endurance, my mental fortitude. I mean, you're going to have to rely on those things, but your technique should always be above those things. And I think that's one real benefit of training twice a day is that it teaches you to rely more on your technique, and that's only going to make you better. I always use the analogy that it's not really an analogy, but I always say that you can only take your attributes, your speed, your strength, your explosiveness so far. Just genetics and natural ability. There's only so far you can push those attributes, but your technique, theoretically, you can keep improving upon that forever and ever. So always work on your technique, because that's, in the long run, that's going to help you more than just being super strong and super athletic. I mean, those are important too, but man, that technique, you can't deny good technique when it's on. So those are really main things. Diet, rest, and just rely on your technique. I think if you want to train twice a day, you're going to have to find balance in all of those and figure out what's best for yourself. And, some people don't need to train twice a day. I've seen people, do really well on the national and international circuits, and, competitive circuits, training like 4 times a week, once a day. But I think you'll find that most competitive athletes and, are people, they're all training multiple times per day. Just getting more time on the mat it just makes you a lot better. Just that good mat time, and just being around jiu-jitsu and thinking about jiu-jitsu, think about how to get better. The more you spend on the mat, it just helps improve your jiu-jitsu game. So if you looking to train twice a day, I say, hey, give it a try. Even if it's like maybe if you can only do it once a week, it's going to push you outside your comfort zone. You're going to be a little bit more tired than normal, but don't be afraid. That's when you got to really push your comfort zone, and that's where the real growth is. When you always stay in your comfort zone, and, hey, I know I can do my sweep, and I feel safe, and I can do this and that. Like, you're not really going to be able to grow as far as, hey, I'm going to step outside my comfort zone. And, I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but I'm going to try my best. I feel like that's something I've been working on a lot this last year. There's certain times where I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired, but I know I need to push a little bit harder. So, yeah, if you guys want to get better, try adding 2 days to your training regimen, even if it's just once or twice a week. It's going to help benefit you so much. So just give it a try, guys. Till my next video. Ciao.